And we welcome you inside American Airlines Arena. Barry Jackson along with Joe Goodman. This is the beginning of a very eventful couple of weeks for the Heat. Short time ago, the Heat introduced its first-round pick, Justice Winslow, and then comes the anxiety of free agency with Dwayne Wade and Goran Dragic and the Heat's pursuit of additional help. Let's start with Winslow because that's what today's event was all about. Early impressions of him, I was impressed by his poise, his maturity for someone who's still a teenager.
Well, I haven't seen him play yet, so I don't know what to say about his poise, but he is big for a 19-year-old. That's really what stuck out for me. He has broad shoulders. You can tell through his dress shirt he's really strong. So unlike, let's say, past Heat teenage draft picks, downright, this is a player who can definitely come in immediately, and if it doesn't work out offensively at first, he can at least play defense.
Yeah, you're right. I was struck by his size as well. He works out a ton in the weight room. He spoke of off-season workouts with John Lucas in Houston in the past. And at this size, and once he gets bigger, he probably is going to be able to defend some fours. Obviously not some of the bigger fours, but there are going to be opportunities for the Heat to go small eventually as Winslow matures where he can play four. Already he can play 2 and 3 at 6'6". So he's quite an intriguing prospect. And Riley and Spoelstra couldn't stop glowing about him today.
You could just tell that Riley and Spoelstra were so ecstatic. The smile would not come off of Erik Spoelstra's face. Pat Riley was downright spiritual. He said that the Heat was blessed that he fell to 10th, and yeah, this kid, he has a poise about him, a demeanor that definitely makes you a believer immediately. He met with Mickey Arison today, Nick Arison. They had an informal discussion inside the Heat office with Pat Riley and Erik Spoelstra. Obviously, all parties involved came away glowingly excited about this new player. And it's a breath of fresh air right now for the Heat, considering the last year that this team has gone through, LeBron leaving, all the injuries, all the illnesses, Chris Bosh, now Dwayne Wade. His future is uncertain, and you have this kid come in, Pat Riley sits down, makes everyone calm, like, this is our future right here. It was a good turning point and a good lead into free agency, and now it's going to change in like 6 hours. Everything is going to change when Dwayne Wade and Lou Dane are expected to opt out.
As far as Wade is concerned, I get the sense that it's probably more optimistic now about Wade staying than it was a couple weeks ago when there was clearly some acrimony in conversations a couple weeks ago. My sense now is that it's more likely than not that he stays. We're not reporting that he's definitely staying, but I get the sense that some of the acrimony has dissipated, and some of Wade's options probably have diminished as well. With Los Angeles, with the Lakers drafting D'Angelo Russell, they're now expected to use their cap space on bigs, trying to get LaMarcus Aldridge or one of the other bigs in free agency. Knicks are talking about splitting up their cap space among 3 or 4 players if they don't get Greg Monroe. Clippers are not an option anymore because they acquired Lance Stevenson and don't have cap space. I couldn't see Wade going to Cleveland for $3.4 million, could you? So it just seems natural that there is a good chance that this is going to get resolved here. And Dragic, we're both optimistic that he will stay, probably for a 5-year deal in the 90 to 100 million range. Now, as far as outside help, Joe, Heat's options very limited because of the cap limitations. They're going to be capped out in all likelihood, assuming they keep Wade and Dragic. Whether they keep Deng or not, they're probably going to be capped out. Who appeals to you among the Gerald Greens, the Mike Dunleavys, Marcus Thorntons?
Okay. The Heat needs a shooter. That is the bottom line. If anyone watched this team last season, that was a major deficiency, and it handicapped Erik Spoelstra's offense. They had to change everything on the fly. Shane Battier gone, Ray Allen gone, Rashard Lewis gone. All these shooters left the program, and no one was really here to establish the perimeter offense, and they couldn't spread the floor, yada, yada, yada. They need an outside presence on this team. I know that Justice Winslow shot over 40% from three-point range, 57% in the NCAA tournament, and that's great and everything, but now he's got to step back a little further from the basket. He's got to get used to that range. It's not going to happen immediately. Mike Dunleavy would be great. I don't know if they're going to have that at 3.5.
I agree with you, right. He's probably more in the range of a 5.5, full mid-level exception type player. And remember, the Heat likely going to be limited to the 3.4 million taxpayers mid-level exception. Not definite, but it looks like you're going to have to find a player willing to take that. So that might be more in the range of a Wayne Ellington type skilled shooter for the Lakers last year. But that and minimum contracts, basically all you can do this summer to supplement the roster beyond trades. And there's still the possibility, of course, they could move a Josh McRoberts or a Mario Chalmers. Any other thoughts heading into this eventful next couple of weeks, Joe?
We're not going to get much sleep. I know I'm not for the next 7 to 8 days. I think Goran Dragic, I think that deal is going to happen very soon. Maybe as early as Wednesday. They're going to get that thing hammered out. Dragic is in Slovenia right now. He's not really worried about this at all. His wife is due in about 5 weeks, and I think that is where his priorities are right now, and rightly so. He's letting his agent handle everything, and I think he's pretty set in coming back. And that I want to point out that is another added bonus to the Winslow draft pick, because Dragic wants to run. You know, you saw last year that kind of he had the governor on the offense. It just wasn't working. And I think Winslow is going to help open up some of that and some of that run. And it's going to be fun to watch at Summer League. That's kind of what I'm looking forward to next. Winslow playing with hopefully Shabazz, if he's healthy. James Ennis, Tyler Johnson. So the Heat should have a very exciting Summer League as far as Summer Leagues go.
Absolutely, and the Summer League action begins for Miami and Orlando on Saturday. They'll play a week of games there, then move on to Las Vegas for several more games. We thank you for joining us. For Joe Goodman, I'm Barry Jackson.